A very good morning. It's Friday the 3rd of November. Thanks for clicking on to the European video for today. And certainly it looks as if the weather pattern remains pretty much the same, with nothing really particularly, um, nothing really going to change over the next week or so. I'm afraid the areas of low pressure will continue to push in to the British Isles, so the Atlantic remains the dominant player as we go through the end of the second week of November. We've got an area of low pressure to the northwest of the UK. A frontal system will sag south over the next 24 hours, introducing colder air, and during the course of the weekend it will turn cooler, but it should also turn somewhat brighter. Always that bit drier, brighter, and slightly milder across the southern half of the UK. Always that bit fresher, with more risk of showers, even longer spells of rain at times across the northern and western portion of the British Isles. But low pressure to the west of Iberia, high pressure over the near continent, and we continue to see the same type of setup here. So as we go through Friday night into Saturday, we've got the front pushes through, introducing much colder air coming in from Greenland, from Iceland, and that will continue to push its way south, losing its steam as it pushes into a higher pressure weather pattern. But during the day on Saturday, we're going to introduce fresher air, colder air, and therefore snow levels will start to come down over the highlands. So, say above, 2,500 feet, for example, we probably will see precipitation changing over to snow, but nothing by any stretch down to low levels. But we will start to see wintry precipitation over particularly the northwest highlands, I think, through the course of Saturday. During the day on Sunday, we're going to see northerly winds coming down here, so it's going to feel distinctly cooler in that northerly wind. And then as we go from Sunday night into Monday, just a repeat of what we've seen last weekend, northerly winds during Sunday and high pressure builds in Sunday night into Monday, which will allow a frost to develop probably quite widely, especially away from town and city centres. Then as we go into next week, we've got another system coming through, and this one may produce quite a lot of rain, in fact, because there's a bit of a wiggle along that front, and we're going to tap air from the subtropics, plug that moisture along that frontal system, and bring it into the southwest of Scotland, northwest of England and Wales. And if it's a slow mover because we've got high pressure to the east, we might start to see those rain totals mount up. Once the frontal system comes through, we're once again in colder air. The middle latitudes now have a bit more colder air to play with, so we're seeing that variation between the frontal system pushing through and cold air coming in, snow falling over the tops of the highlands of Scotland here. That pushes through. Then during the course of next week, what we're starting to see is high pressure building more over the south. Low pressure will remain over and near Iceland, and therefore we're going to continue to see more disturbed weather in the northwest of the UK. Always a bit drier, brighter, and pleasant in the sunshine. I say pleasant because we're in November now. Temperatures into the low teens. That's probably what we're going to be talking about now from now on, really. Bearing in mind that mid-teens or higher is abnormal for this time of the year. So it doesn't look as if we've got really much in the way of change, albeit high pressure is going to become a little bit more established over the UK, keeping the weather fronts further north and west as we go in towards next weekend. So that's it for today. Hope you have a great Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. No video or post through the weekend, and I'll be back next week. Have a great day. Bye for now.